Hey, it's Dwayne,
And Maggie.
and this is episode 42 of Trading with G, teaching kids and adults about money, right?
Yeah.
And this episode is called In the Thick of It. In the Thick of It. Have you ever been at a point in your life where you've just been in the thick of it? It feels like you're surrounded by total darkness and you're just in a battle. And sometimes it feels like you're fighting a battle in total darkness. Sometimes it feels just like you're in total darkness. Sometimes it feels like you're fighting a battle. And sometimes it feels like you're fighting a battle in total darkness, right? And you're just in the thick of it. Well, that's kind of how it is in the market right now, right, Gerrick? It's been a minute since we did our last episode. It's been a minute. But you know what? The market has pounded down the past few months. Just absolutely pounded down the past few weeks and the past few months. And we've got some good positions. If you followed along in our Trading with G Facebook group, by the way, there's a link in the description of this video. If you followed along, you'll see that we've managed to close a few out for profit, haven't we? Gerrick's making faces. We've managed to close a few out for profit along the way. We've been trending down overall because that's the way the market's trending. But if you followed along in the Facebook group, we've had a few of them that we've turned for a nice profit. Because Maggie's laughing at her brother. These are my kids, by the way, guys. They're my kids. Maggie, she just turned, how old are you?
9.
9. And she said, Dad, it's time to do trading with Mags. And I said, we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to do something for Maggie. So she joined us this episode to see how she likes it and see how it goes, right? But we're going to talk about in the thick of it. We're going to make a couple of moves in the market. And before we start everything, Gerrick, we need to remind them to do one thing. What is it?
Smash that like button. And subscribe to that channel.
And subscribe to our channel, right?
To our channel.
Yep. Smash that like button, subscribe to our channel. And if you'll do us a favor, we're fairly new. I mean, we've been around for a minute, but there's not a lot of people that have heard about us yet. So if you'll just tell people about us, share us out, let people know about us, let them know, hey, there's these guys that can make you some money over the long haul, hopefully, right? So also, one other thing. In between episodes, we haven't been able to do a lot of episodes lately because I've been so busy with my business. But in between episodes, any moves we make, we post in our Facebook group. It's called what, Gerrick?
Trading with G.
And there's a link in the description of this video. So join our Facebook group. You'll get the moves that we make in between episodes, right? Well, let's start off. We're going to talk about being in the thick of it. We're going to talk about being at a time in our life where we're just surrounded by darkness and we feel like we're in a battle, right? Are you laughing? Are you laughing at Gerrick? So we're going to read a few Bible verses and then we're going to talk about it and we're going to go look at the market, right?
Yeah.
So Gerrick and Maggie are going to read the first few Bible verses and I'm going to read the last one. How's that sound? Okay. Gerrick, go ahead and read the first one. It is Exodus 20:21. What's it say?
Stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was.
Where-
Exodus 20:21.
Where does it say God was?
He was near unto the thick darkness.
He was in the thick darkness, wasn't he?
Yeah.
God was in the thick darkness. Maggie's going to read the next one. It's from 1 Kings 8:12. What's it say?
Then
Spake.
Solomon, the Lord said that he would dwell in the thick darkness. 1 Kings 8:12.
Yep.
All English.
Okay, that's good. So what's it say? Where does it say that the Lord would dwell?
And
said that he would dwell
in thick darkness.
in the darkness.
In thick darkness.
In the darkness.
Now,
Your turn.
Gerrick, it's your turn.
Yeah, go.
John 1
No.
5. And the light shined in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
And light,
John 1 5.
and light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. You know what that means?
Yeah.
What that means is that sometimes we have to go through something really bad. We have to go through bad times sometimes to get to good times, right? We have to go through just the thick of it, right? We have to crawl through the thick of it and go through those difficult times so that we can enjoy the prosperous times. But the dark does not understand that. The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. You understand that? Sometimes you have to go through bad times to get to good times. And the next one, Maggie's going to read. What's it say?
The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Enter 14,
14:14, right?
14.
So Exodus 14:14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. What do you do when you're in the thick of it? You know what you do? You hold your peace, right? It doesn't mean that you give in, because when you're in darkness, sometimes you just want to give up and say, oh my gosh, I just give in. I give in to everything around me, right? The problem is that you can't do that. You have to be strong and you have to hold your peace. You can't give in. You can't do bad when everybody else is. You just got to hold your peace. You understand that? So when you're in the darkness, you let the Lord fight your battle and you hold your peace. You don't try to fight it yourself, right? And then the last one I'm going to read. And it says, this is from 1 Samuel 17:45 through 47. This is talking about David and Goliath. Okay? It's talking about David and Goliath. David was in a battle, right?
Yeah.
But he knew God was with him. So it says, then said David to the Philistine. They're talking about Goliath. Then said David to Goliath, thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee, and take thine head from thee. And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord saveth not with a sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands. Right? 1 Samuel 17:45 through 47. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
David told Goliath, hey, you're going to fight me based on your will. I'm going to fight you with the power of God, right?
Yeah.
It's not by my might that I'm fighting you. It's with God's might. You're only fighting me with your might, but I'm fighting you with God's might, right? So he stood still and he held his peace, right? Granted, he got into a battle, but he held his peace. He didn't do anything until the time was right, right? So, where does God dwell?
In the thick darkness.
In the thick darkness, right?
Yeah.
And what are we to do when we're in the thick darkness?
We shall hold peace.
We shall hold our peace and wait for the Lord, right?
Yeah.
And if we do that, the Lord we'll fight our battle, right?
Yeah.
So, Gerrick, we're in the thick of it in the market, aren't we, right now?
Yes.
We're in the thick of it in the market. Guys, we're at a time in history. I'm going to tell you this for everybody watching. I'm 46 years old. Yeah, I'm an old daddy. Maggie's 9 and Gerrick's, how old are you? 10. Gerrick's 10 and Maggie's 9. I'm an old daddy. Yeah, I'm 46. I had kids later in life. The economy right now is at a point where I had to go to my mom and dad and ask them when the last time the market's been beaten down and the economy has been beaten down this bad. Because I've never seen it in my life. And you know what they told me? They said around the time of when the Vietnam War ended, right around the Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter days, they said it was like this. And I said, my goodness, that's been a long time ago. That's well before my time. So we're in unprecedented times for many of us, right? You're seeing something for the first time in your life that I'm seeing for the first time in my life with the market and the economy. But you know what? There's great opportunity being in the valley. And I think we're going to really capitalize. So with that being said, Gerrick, are you ready to trade?
Yeah.
Let's go trade.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys. So if you're new and you're just joining us, I set Gerrick up with $100 and he gets $10 a week added to his account for doing your what?
Chores.
For doing his chores. He gets $10 a week added to his account for doing his chores. So we've been building his account. This is what? Not quite 2 years, I don't think. He started when he was 8. We started our episodes when he was 8 years old. And we trade on Cash App and we also trade on SoFi. We don't do a lot on SoFi. We have a few stocks we hold over there because Cash App, they're not offered on Cash
So
App
like,
anymore.
let's say something like you this is like a random stock, but like you power.
We'll tell them about that in a minute
Yeah,
when
but
we get them in there.
like if you have a stock that's like very low percentage, it should like you could have SoFi and then that'll be your other bank account to have, and then you'll have you power in there, which will have a little more.
Right. So Cash App, they have some strict volume requirements. And when stocks don't meet those volume requirements, they take them off the board. Nothing wrong with the stock. It's just you can't buy them on Cash App anymore. You can only sell them. So we own some of those stocks on Cash App that we've bought more of on the way down on SoFi. We're not going to really talk about SoFi today. We're going to focus more on Cash App, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use Cash App to trade stocks for all of you guys in the USA. If you're outside the USA, just do a Google search. There's an app where you can trade stocks in your country. I promise you that. And it's a lot simpler to use than what you probably realize. But we use Cash App. A lot of people in the US have Cash App, and it's really easy to use. A lot of people don't even realize they can trade stocks with Cash App. So, Gerrick, come over here. We're going to tell them about it. So when you come to Cash App, you're going to see this green screen, right?
Yeah, you're gonna see the screen, and then if you have money ish in the left, you should look in the left bottom corner. If you have money, it should show right here. Or if you have no money, you should show a bank or house. Press the bank or house or the money amount.
It
So
should
he
take
has
you-
$81, right? You click that.
And then
It'll take
you
you
won't
here.
exactly have my amount, but you should come to this screen. You want to press stops. But if you are new, it will just show you this screen.
It'll look like this, right? Until
Yeah.
they buy their first stock.
But when you buy your first stock, your screen shall look like
It's going to look much like ours, right?
yeah, like much like ours. Like down here, we have all of these.
Yeah.
Right here.
So to buy your first stock, you're just going to search for it. For instance, if
Like
you wanted to
Ford.
buy Ford, right? We just type in Ford. It's right there. We could hit the big buy button and we could buy however much we want to buy, right?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you could also they will have like this you see Ford motor, right? Look below that and it'll have an F. If you just put F, then it'll just show
It'll
Ford
come
motor.
up, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the ticker symbol.
That's the ticker symbol.
The ticker symbol, right?
Yeah.
So You just buy it, and then when you want to, once you buy it, there'll be a big sell button, and whenever you want to sell it, you just hit the sell button. It's really
How
simple.
much you want to sell.
Yep. Now, if you're joining us for the first time and you're saying, okay, I want to follow along with these guys, it's really simple. You can just buy the stocks that we have. You're going to get them at a better price than we got them. And I'll tell you our really simple strategy for buying stocks, and then we're going to talk about where we sit in the market and what's going on. But you'll see our list of stocks here. I'm just going to kind of scroll through so you can see them. And you can pause this if you have to. There are a few stocks that are not available on CashApp. The bottom four, 270 Bio, Purple Innovation, Maxian Solar, and U Power are no longer available on CashApp. So you'll have to get those over on SoFi. But our largest holdings, we can still buy and sell on CashApp. So we're going to talk about those. So here's our strategy. Basically, we started Gerrick out. Whatever you're starting out with, you're going to take 9% of your balance. If you're wanting to follow along with us, you don't have to. That's totally your choice if you do. We're not giving financial advice, but we're telling you what our strategy is.
Okay.
If you want to follow along with us, whatever you start with, you're going to take 9%.
And then you will also buy your first 5
You're going to put 9% in each of the first 5. So if you're starting off with 100, 9% is $9. If you're starting off with 1,000, 9% is $90 you would put in the first 5. 10,000, 9% is $900. You get the point. Okay. After the first 5, any stocks past the first 5, if we want to buy them, whatever available balance we have left, however many dollars, your available balance is money that is not in stocks, not in the market, it's cash. Whatever available balance we have, we take 9% of our available balance and we buy the next one, the 6th stock. And then we have a new available balance, we take 9% of that and we buy the next one. 9% of your starting balance in the first 5, and then whatever your available balance is, 9% of that, buy the next one, 9% of that, buy the next one, and so forth and so on. And then it's really simple. You just follow along. And any of these stocks you see, for the most part, I think you're going to get them at a better price than we got them at, because we just sold some stocks for profit, right? We sold Monolithic Power Systems. We made over 10%. We sold StoneCo. I think we made over 10% on that, if I remember right. I think we may have even made close to 20% on Monolithic. But we've had some nice sales, haven't we? So anyways, and I don't think we have any buy orders currently. No buy or sell orders, so we're good. So Gerrick, let's talk about this.
Okay. So
let's talk about where we're at in the market real quick. Just briefly looking, on Friday we were up, but last week we were down 6%.
And then the
past month we were down 9%.
And then past year down 15%,
right? Because
and all the days
we're down right now because the market's came down.
All the stocks.
Pretty much the whole market's down. If you haven't paid attention to the news lately, yes, the stock market has gotten pummeled the past few weeks. But you know what? We're hanging in there and we're going to make it through, and we're going to make a healthy profit. I'm pretty confident of that, Gerrick. So let's scroll down. And what is the first stock that you own?
Virgin Galactic Holdings.
Virgin Galactic, right?
Okay, right now
we've got
the percentage is down 51%.
Down 51%. And believe it or not,
we've been buying.
We've got a better position than most investors in this.
This one might shoot up. Like, it's down really low and it might shoot up very high.
I think we're fixing to see this go up quite a bit. See this here? This looks like it needs to come all the way back. Where's the valley? The next profound valley down. Where do you see it?
The valley down.
That it needs to go up to.
Like right about
right there. Right there at the bottom, right?
Or you could go like right here.
I would say right here at the bottom of this. So what is that? $15, right? This is at $3 and change, and we know it needs to come back up to $15 from the looks of it, right?
Mhm.
And our cost average is $7.06. Well, you know what? It's lower than where we bought it last week. We just added to our position. I think we bought some of this last week. What did we buy it at? What price? We bought it at how much?
We bought it
Three
$3.91.
$3.91. And right now it's at $3.41. And if you remember several months ago, last year, I actually said, hey, this could come down to around 350. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So it's at that 350 price. I think it's at a really good price now. Let's go ahead and buy a little bit more, Gerrick.
Okay, how much are we gonna buy? Oh,
We've been-
29.
We've been buying 2 increments at once. When we buy more, by the way, we need to let them know. When we buy more, we buy in equal increments of our first purchase. So however much the first dollar amount is that you purchase of that stock, we're buying it in equal increments. And so our first buy in Virgin Galactic was $29. We're buying it in $29 increments, right?
Yeah.
And you could see that right here. Here lately, we've been buying 2 times 29. But I think we're just gonna buy it $29 worth today.
If we multiply 28 times.
Look at that. We bought that all the way down. You can see we bought December, January, February, Monday.
Equal.
Let's go ahead and let's buy $29 worth. Go ahead.
Buy $3.29. Next. Schedule.
Schedule.
Done.
Let's make sure it's scheduled. It's right
Right there.
there. It says it's pending. Its approximate price is $341. And it's currently at how much? $341.
Yeah.
We look good. Okay.
Okay, next up.
So the next one we're going to look at is MetaFast.
MetaFast decree.
We're going to skim through some of these just to save time for right now.
Today it's up 5.01%.
We're down in this one. We're not going to do anything with this right now.
Today we're up 5%.
On Friday, we were up 5%.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
We're not going to do anything with this right now. We feel good about our position. It has a lot of room to rumble to the upside. So we're going to leave it alone, but we do have MetaFast.
Okay, Luminar Technologies. This is one of our new stocks.
It is, right? We
Yeah.
bought this one right around the time we bought that monolithic and stone, and we already sold them for profit.
This one's a pretty good stock.
We were actually up on this one when we held it because we know that it needs to go up a lot more, it looks like.
It's down 22%.
I think if you look at it, see how it's down at a really low down here?
Yeah.
I think we need to buy more of this one.
Yeah, buy more. That's what I was thinking.
Let's buy an equal dollar increment.
How much are we buying it worth?
We're buying $41 at a time.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and buy $41 worth. We're just gonna we're setting this to buy Monday morning.
Yep. And I'll go to school on Monday.
Oh, it's only available to sell?
Maybe it's not on there. Go search it up real quick.
Yeah, they took it off the board.
Okay, we can't buy this one.
Well, you know what? We still got a good position in it. And
It's down 22%.
I'll show you where this needs
That's
to go.
less than MetaFast.
This needs to come back up here to $11. See that? At the
Mhm.
bottom of this, all this right here, the bottom, right around $11. That's where this needs to come back up to. And our cost average is $641. We're good in this anyways. I just wanted to add more. You know what? Since we can't buy any more Luminar, let's go ahead and buy some more Virgin Galactic as well. Let's just go ahead and buy another $29. So we're going to go ahead and buy 2 times 29 on the Virgin Galactic.
So then this will be 58 because this is like getting oh, we already done it. We can't do it.
No, we got to cancel our other order.
We already did that. The same thing though.
Cancel this order. Yes. And we're going to go back here. And we're gonna buy $58 worth now.
58. Next. Schedule, and it should say done. Then go to our thing right here.
And it's scheduled to buy at approximately 341, which is what the price is now.
Monday morning.
We're good. We're good there.
Okay, next one. This is also one of our new stocks.
Regeneron,
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone right now.
but this is also
We're down on it 8.95%. We've got a good position on this. This needs to come back up to here. See this?
Yeah,
890, 88, and our cost average is how much?
$777.
That's a good number, right? 777. We're gonna
Okay,
leave that alone.
270 buy.
This one's not available for Cash App. You
It's-
can listen, you can buy it on SoFi. And by the way, if you don't have a SoFi account, reach out to us. You can join the Trading with G Facebook group and then just contact me in that Facebook group because I'll send you a link to join SoFi. And if you use our link, you'll get a free $50 to $350 in free cash and free stock just for signing up. So if you want to buy this one, you have to buy it on SoFi.
Mhm.
All right, but let's talk about it. We're down right now 65%. We also own some of this over on SoFi as well. So
Yeah.
we're not down as much on it as what Cash App shows because we own a good chunk over on SoFi. We're gonna leave this alone. It's just kind of doing its thing.
This one's not good.
We're-
It used to be bad, and then it used to be good, and then it used to be bad.
But you know what? It's gonna be good again, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get good again.
Yeah, we're looking for this to go up quite a bit. So our cost average is 763. It needs to come back up here at around 850, maybe even up here at around 25 to $30 if they get acquired. Okay, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we're just chilling out here. We're
Leave
in
this-
270 bio. We're gonna leave it alone.
Purple innovation off the board still.
Same thing with Purple Innovation. We hold a good chunk. We're down 72% on Cash App, but we hold a good chunk of it over
The
on.
average cost per share is $2.68.
But ours is actually lower because we own a good chunk over on SoFi
Yeah,
as
we
well.
do so far.
And we're looking for Purple to go up here we're actually looking for it to come up quite a bit, right up in here, right? Well,
Yeah.
we're looking for it to come back up here around the $2.53 range, maybe even higher. Actually, we're actually looking for it to go a little higher. I think we're looking for it to come up to the $4 to $5 range, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we're looking for this to come up here to the 4 or 5. If it comes up to the $2.50 to $3 range, we'll still be happy. We'll still get out with a nice profit because our cost average is a lot lower since we own a chunk on SoFi as well.
Okay. Maxi and Solar Technologies. Not good.
Maxi and Solar, we are way down on Cash App. This one crashed way down there.
Oh.
We own a big chunk over on SoFi.
Yeah.
And our cost average on this, we're going to want to bring it down more in the future. But our cost average is actually around $44 because they did a reverse split. And it's okay. We'll bring it down in the future. Plus, I think that Maxi and Solar can eventually get back up there one day anyways. So we're just going to leave it alone for now. I probably wouldn't buy any more of it just yet, although there's a good chance that this will come back up right now
Yeah.
to around,
Like $5 something.
no, I saw it on the SoFi chart. There's a good chance this will come back up to around $7.50.
Yeah. Okay, last one. U-Powered. Not good, but
U-Power is another one that crashed on us, right?
this one.
We only have $10 in it. We're down on most of it, but we own a really big chunk of it over on SoFi. And we actually have a fairly decent cost average on U-Power in the scheme of things. U-Power is a young company in its infancy, so it doesn't take much to move the price. And we've got a cost average on this, I think, of around $14 to $17,
Yeah, this one's on
somewhere in that range.
and SoFi
So
also.
we're just leaving it alone for now on SoFi. We may come back to it later. We're just kind of speculating in it right now.
So leave it alone and
But it's actually a really good buy right now.
you want
You
to
know,
you want to see
if you were to say, hey, Dwayne, do you think this is a good buy? I would say, yeah, I think this is a good buy.
Hey,
Maxi
that-
and Solar, yeah, I think it's a good buy right now. But just know that, it could come back down to where it is.
But I want to go see the following stocks. Let's see if we can like buy anyone like past like net like when it goes down. Let's see if they like can go down a little and we could buy them.
We don't want to really, the whole market's down right now. There's a lot of good buys. But the problem is we don't have a lot of margin. Bless you. Most of our money's working in the market right now, right? Most of our money's working in the market. So we've got to let it work in the stocks that we're in. Once we sell one of our stocks, maybe Virgin Galactic, maybe Medifast, maybe Luminar, we can go look for our next one to buy. Okay. But right now we got to focus on what we have, because what are we right now? We're in what?
The thick of it.
We're in the thick of it. We're in the thick of it in a big way. All right, Gerrick. So I think that wraps up this episode of Trading with G. What do you think?
Good.
Are we gonna make it through the thick of it?
Yeah.
We're gonna crawl through the thick of it, right? Along with everybody else. So where does God dwell?
In the thick darkness.
In the thick darkness, right? So he's right there with us, right? And we're just going to hold our peace, and we're going to have our faith, and we're going to know that we're going to make it through the thick of it, right? We're going to make the moves that we have to make. Part of holding your peace is that there's moves that you have to do. There's things that you have to do, and moves you have to make to get out of the valley. But you got to hold your peace while doing them. And those moves have to be the moves that God would want you to make, right? So, well, Gerrick, it's been fun. It's been a minute since we've had one of these. Did you have fun today? Yeah. Ready to do it again soon, right? I don't know how long it'll be before we do our next episode. It just depends.
Maybe our next episode might be live.
Might be live. I've been getting caught back up lately. Plus I have a new website that's going to make my life a lot easier. So hopefully we'll be able to pump out some more episodes, right, G?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe give you guys a little new content as well. So, well, Gerrick, before we go, we got to remind them to do a couple of things. What's the first one?
Smash that like button.
And subscribe to our channel. Also, any moves that we make in the market in between episodes,
On Trading with G.
right in our Facebook group. And there is a link to join that group in the description of this video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gerrick, we should probably let them know before we go. This is Dwayne.
Sure.
Reminding you, manage the ride.
And you will master the tide.
Bye now, everyone.
Bye.
Until next time.